Good evening. Welcome to the Away Day Show. It's an interesting one. It's an interesting one. Um, Obviously, I've been working with some people for the last couple of months or so. Um, it's gone quite well, to be fair. One of them I really like, and the other one I'm not too sure about. But they're both half decent people, and um, I wanted to officially welcome them to the show, to be honest, because they've just been showing up every week, but they're actually as much as part of the way they show as I am. So I want to formally introduce them to the team. First up, we have JB. How you doing
JB,
today,
what's
sir?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right, man. I'm trying to get you a nickname because I don't know. I'm not really vibing with your full government police name, so I want to call you JB.
That's not
Um,
even my official name.
so obviously everybody's seen Josh doing the Newcastle shows on the away days and the new show that we have on there, uh, the locker room. And obviously, it's to be fair, it's Josh's show. It's Josh's show. I'm not gonna pretend like I've done anything. To be honest, it's all about Josh, and I just thought it made sense. We talk all the time, and we both suffered from sort of mental health issues and stuff like that in different ways. So it made sense. So Josh, please introduce your show to the world.
So the show is the Locker Room Podcast, and we went live for the first time last week with our fantastic guest Chris Wallace from Gallagher Shots and Always Smiling Faces, which some people won't know, but a lot of people will know. And we have real in-depth discussions about our own mental health journeys and our coping mechanisms. And it's just such a taboo subject at the minute. It's something that really needs to be focused on. So we're going to be hitting it weekly. We've got a weekly show out every Wednesday, different guests every week. And there's some big shocks, big guests coming up. I'm not going to reveal who as of yet,
Massive.
but it's being
Listen.
recorded Tuesday. And I think it's pretty impressive, personally.
It's very, very impressive, and you guys are gonna probably be shocked. But it's an impressive guest, and to be fair to Josh, he's got probably 10, 15 guests lined up already, and we're only recording once or twice a week. Um, I've got a couple that I'm trying to bring in. I've got a couple that already agreed to do it. But yeah, we've just gone big straight away. So apologies. Oh, not apologies to be fair, but
Other
we're
channels
just
catching
going
up.
big. Yeah, you're gonna have to be catching up to us. But I'm excited. Josh is excited. We're all excited. And obviously, the third person the second person I want to introduce to the team um, is this person. How you
Hello.
doing?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm all right. For those of you who don't know, this is Sav and
The
um,
co-horse.
the
The
co-host. Um, the funny thing is, me and Sav had a show, and me and Josh had a show together. Josh's one, me and Josh didn't really do too well, so we brought Josh on to me and Sav's one, and it's like the best show. Like it's just half of the time we don't even know what we're talking about. We're just laughing. We just forget what we're doing half of the time, and that's the fun. And that's why I want them to permanently join the channel because their dedication. I'm not paying them, but they're there every week, so I can only commend that and I can only respect that. So. Uh, Sav will have her own show as well. We don't know what it's going to be yet, but it's going to be there. It might be one, might be two, might be 10. We don't know, but that is coming very soon. And yeah, just to get back to the locker room and obviously why it's important because you know social media and the things that are going on right now. Obviously, with people like Thierry Henry leaving, um, it would take something pretty massive for Thierry Henry to leave social media. As much as we love him, um, he likes a bit of limelight, and for him to step away shows that it was pretty major. And one of the things that we want to do on this channel is just be nice or don't talk. To be honest, like all of my shows is just about just having fun, just talking about the clubs that we love and stuff. And it's just very boring and repetitive to always be bad mouthing your club. That's the easy thing to do. So it's just nice for once to have two people that enjoy talking about their club in a good light. So yeah, we're gonna be together. They both got their own shows, so you're not gonna see my face all the time, unfortunately for you guys. TJ, Scotland are 1 down to Israel and scored a banger. Never closed down the keeper. And thanks for that's proper commentary right here, TJ. Thank you for that. We might have to hire you. Question the Newcastle fans: would you take Wenger? I mean, at this stage, you would take anybody, wouldn't you?
Who wouldn't take Wenger?
Yeah.
That's the. I don't think there's a team in world football that wouldn't take Wenger anyway.
Like I think he's worth a punt for most teams. To be fair,
I think Arsenal are probably taking it back at this point.
Yeah, oh man, I wouldn't mind having him back. Big up the panel. Hope you guys are well. Keep smashing the content and appreciate having me on. Yeah, I mean, thank you for coming on. You support Bristol Rovers, and there's not many of you in the world. So thank you for being brave enough to come on and talk about your club. I support Arsenal, Big Gunny. You know, it's hard to be positive. No, it's not. It's not. It's never too hard to be positive. Yeah, try being 17th in the league. That's hard. That's hard. But we're ninth. It's not all roses. But sometimes you've got to try and be positive in life. But yeah, just a quick thing. Like, I'm gonna just put them both on the spot. I'll start with Sav.
Oh, don't start with me.
Come on,
tell us something that about yourself that people may not know, and nothing silly like I ride horses.
Oh no, well, everyone knows that anyway, because that's all I talk about.
Yeah, so just tell us something about yourself that people looking at you just wouldn't know.
I don't know. That's really hard. Can you go to Josh first?
All right, Josh.
I'll have a think. Hold on.
For people that obviously have never seen you, and obviously what I'm trying to get at is why you started the Locker Room.
For my own journey, I went through some serious stuff in the last 10, 15 years, which led to me almost taking my own life. And I just want to help people get to a place where they're comfortable talking about their own journey. I think my mantra has always been, if we can help one person, then we've done a good job. And that's all I want to step out and do. And I want to use the Locker Room as the platform to sort of get out and show people that there's more than you suffering. You're not alone. Just stand up and talk up.
Yeah. I totally agree. And that was one of the main reasons why I asked you to do the Locker Room on my channel, because it was something that I wanted to do, but never had the confidence or felt like I was really in the position to do it, because although we all suffer from mental health in different ways, I just felt like, I don't know, like after watching your videos and stuff, I just thought, damn, like this is the guy. And the fact that you're always laughing and smiling just shows how far you've come. So obviously that's why I really wanted, and I would say needed, you on the channel. Sav.
Yeah, I've got one.
So, go on.
I am ambidextrous. I can write with both hands.
You're gonna have to show us.
I can't show you. I'll get a pen and paper next time and I'll show you. And also, I write sideways rather than up straight.
Yeah, no, that's something.
So that's the first show then, isn't it?
Yeah, that is the first show. Like, you're gonna have to show us how you write.
Show's writing a book.
Yeah, that is just amazing. To be fair, you're gonna have to show us.
People give me when they come.
Some memoirs.
We're back in the day when you used to have to sign for parcels and stuff. They'd give me the form straight, and I can't write straight, so I'd have to turn it on its side and sign it.
That's actually mad. I think I do actually turn my page to the side, not completely sideways, but I do turn it to the side when I'm actually writing. YouTube has helped me loads throughout lockdown, interacting with people and producing content. Yeah, and mate, like, your content is very good, and I'm glad that it does help some people. For some people, it makes it worse, but I'm glad it is helping you. To be fair, because I was bored out of my skull, and obviously I love talking about football, so the whole thing just made sense. But I don't know, like one thing that nobody knows about me. I think my mental health issues were slightly different. I actually suffered from anxiety, um, and it only happened when I had my daughter. So when she was born, I went for a run. Like I hadn't slept, woke up in the morning. Um, like my partner's family came around, so I thought, okay, this is my perfect time to go for a run because she's looked after. Went for the run, like didn't even get 1 kilometer in, and I just passed out, fell over, fell in the road, um, done my ACL. So I was embarrassed more than anything, but like it was just finding, it was like it was hard finding the reason. Had like all these heart tests and stuff, hospital for ages. Like it was crazy, and like having to leave like my missus off, like we just had a baby and she was like by herself basically because I couldn't even stand up. Like I couldn't stand up for longer than probably 5 minutes, if that. Couldn't even stand up. So it's like it was just crazy. And then I went back to work. Obviously, you only get 2 weeks off. First day I went back to work. I was leaving the house and I opened the door, and then all of a sudden I couldn't breathe, and I was like, okay, let me go back inside. I went back inside, then I tried again, got out the door, got in the cab, got to the station, couldn't breathe. Like I couldn't get on the train. Like the train drove off and then I was late. I was probably about an hour late for work because obviously I had to wait for the next train. And then when I was in work, like my heart was just beating, like I literally just couldn't breathe. Um, yeah, I had to get signed off for work for about I was off for about for 2 weeks. It was just crazy. Like I just for ages I just kept having heart palpitations. Every time I picked up my daughter, my heart was just like it was just beating crazy. And now like I don't feel it anymore, which I'm happy about at the time. And so I just thought I was having a heart attack. I thought I was dying, to be fair. Like because it just kept happening every day. Like went to pick her up and I just couldn't breathe. And it was like it's probably the most scariest thing ever. But it's one of those things that you just need to talk about in life because you don't even know what triggers it. Nobody knows what triggers it. And like when my dad died a few years ago, I never cried. And I'm wondering if like that's probably part of it. Like I don't cry about anything. So yeah, it's just like I'm scared to cry and I suffer from anxiety. So that's probably two things that no one knew about me. But yeah, it's just like we're just here to talk. So in watching Josh's shows or watching Sav's shows, you just know that we're just here to talk. So if anyone does need to talk and want to reach out to any of us, if we can help, we can help. But sometimes it's better to seek professional help because we don't know all the answers to everything. So but we can as much as
we can guide people to the right areas.
Yeah,
I always say I'm not a doctor, I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm just here to give friendly advice about what I know. And because I've been through the journey, I've got certain avenues that I know, especially for people up in Newcastle. I know with the Beer Game Change campaign is huge at the minute. So, but what you've just done there is like massively brave, like opening up like that and letting people know. It's huge.
Like the thing is, what's sad, like not sad. Yeah, it's sad, but I can feel myself wanting to cry, but I know like it won't come out. Like I'm just fighting it now, and I think that obviously that's an issue. But again, it's just one of those things that that's a lot of people go through in it, but it's just one of those things that you have to start talking about these things because I think that's what leads to people going off the rails in it. If you do see something that or feel a certain way, you have to talk about it. And again, that's why we're here to try and help. And obviously we'll be posting up numbers and posting up places where people can go and find that help if they need it. But yeah, that was my not as good as being ambidextrous, but
do you know what? I used to share these stories and I think mine was really lame now. Like
no, it wasn't. It wasn't lame.
Never lame. again, that's us. Like, which is completely different. All three of us.
The thing is that
We know.
I would talk about my mental health struggle, but I'm
No,
going
you
on
don't. You don't need
Johnson's
to.
show.
Yeah, you're saving
I'm
that
gonna
for
go
the
on
show,
Johnson's
Sam.
show and do it there, so I'm not going to mention it now.
Yeah.
I'm going to wait.
So there we go. It's coming, everybody. For that really want to know about Sav, it's going to be on the locker room. So make sure you tune in. But yeah, it was just a quick show just to introduce you to the people that you already know anyway. But it was just to formally introduce them as members of the Away Days. And obviously, Sav does have her own channel eventually coming. And I don't know, I've stopped Josh from doing his own channel because I feel like
We've
I
just
need
joined
his
forces,
content.
mate.
Yeah,
We've just joined
I've
forces.
just stolen his content. So yeah, we've just joined forces. But you know, we're not gonna tie Sav down because she really wants to. She has things that she needs to talk about. So we're gonna let her do that on her own channel. But
yeah,
anybody
to be
that's
fair,
been
my
in
main
the
base will be here. My main base will be here. My own
Oh, you
channel
heard
is
that
just
first.
little random stupid things I'll get up to during the day, but the actual things
It's
that
her
matter will
playing
be here.
FIFA,
Yeah,
drinking
not,
tea,
not that mental dog, though.
yeah, watching her dogs, watching builders and stuff like that. If that's the
Yeah,
if
like
that's the
that.
content you want to see, it won't be here. It'll be on Sav's channel. But yeah, thank you everybody that just came in and left comments. But please make sure you need to know if I'm Arteta. I'm Arteta in. I'm never out for any of my managers. It doesn't make sense because right now I don't feel like the managers, anyone that comes into Arsenal, is going to do a good job with current things that we've got going on. So I'm Arteta in until Christmas. If we're not in the top 5 around Christmas, I'll be Arteta out. But for now, I'm Arteta in. Are you two, Bruce, in or out? Remember, we have to be nice.
Bruce out.
Bruce out.
Bruce out. There we go. That's it. No, we're not going to elaborate on that on here, but they're both Bruce out. But yeah, everybody, thank you for coming in.
I can see the comments, and I'm just laughing.
I know. I'm just leaving it. I'm just gonna end the broadcast here because TJ, no, you're not doing it today, TJ. We'll do it on another show, TJ. All right, but everybody, thank you for joining us this evening, and we'll see you Wednesday on the locker room. Might see you before that, but we'll definitely see you this week.
Definitely Wednesday. We've got a good guest.
Please, everybody, make sure you're there on Wednesday because the guest is it's top notch, mate. It's top notch. And thank you for rolling with us and having a good crack. Is that the right word?
It is. Have a good crack.
Yeah, I'll see you later.